Hold on. Hold on. What? We're not streaming live on your Facebook page right now.
We are.
You're not on. I'm not seeing it.
It's on. Refresh. Hit the refresh button.
Oh, forgot.
And you'll see the legions.
Well, I don't see me.
You might be looking and thinking to yourself, who's that handsome guy next to me? That's a trophy. It's let me just show you that for a minute. Joe Breyer, the rock star of Meriden. That was given to me
by an adult.
By
are you gonna keep that in front of my face?
No, I'm gonna move it off camera.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I thought it was important that everybody see the kind of week that I'm having.
I mean, to be nominated as the man of Meriden.
I joked on the radio the other day, right? I'm from Meriden. You know what I love about Meriden? It's where I'm from. And, look, is it the best place on earth? No. Is it the best place in Connecticut? Certainly not. But I spent a lot of time there.
I'm like, it's like,
and I know it. I know that town like the back of my hand.
Well, it's like people from Bristol, right? Like if you're from Bristol, you love Bristol. If you're not from Bristol, you definitely don't love Bristol. So that's why we're like Bristol and Meriden are kind of like kissing cousins. Like the only people who like those places are the people who are from those places.
Yeah. And everyone's dated somebody from either Meriden or Bristol.
I think much more Bristol. We were a little more loose in Bristol than Meriden.
Well, it depends on where you live in, That's just how it goes, But anyway, I love Meriden, and I joked on the radio. I'm like, I've been on the radio for almost 30 years. 29 this year, as a matter of fact. Thank you.
Episode number 60, by the way. Thank you.
Slow down.
I'm sorry.
Slow down. Let me.
I'm off. It's been a couple of weeks, Joe. I'm trying.
Vin's not having like the best vibes either tonight. He was telling me. So
I got that Miami vibe right now, though. You don't know me.
So I joked on the radio and I said, 29 years I've been the face of Meriden, I think. And I've represented it well on the radio. I think I'm one of the more successful Meriden residents. How about, I don't know, a park bench? Something.
What?
Something with my name on it.
Yeah.
I thought that might be. And I was kind of joking when I said it. But, if we're being honest, outside of the football player, John Jenkins, who from Meriden is like a celebrity. Anyway, George Agnelli from Agnelli Real Estate and Anderson Jewelers. Do you know George?
I know George.
Of course you know George. Everybody does.
Everybody knows George.
George went into a trophy store the other day, and he saw that trophy, and it's got a microphone on the top of it, and he just immediately bought it and had it engraved.
That's awesome. Good for George.
Isn't that nice?
It is. I think I used to be like the face of Bristol until Aaron came by.
Yeah, she has taken that over.
Yeah.
I talked to her this morning, by the way.
Aaron Hernandez.
Oh, yeah.
The other Aaron.
Oh, yeah.
Which Aaron were you talking about?
I talked to Aaron Stewart this morning.
Oh. From that's New Britain.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one who's stealing all the tax money.
No, she's not stealing tax money.
No, she wasn't doing it. Let me tell you something. Where there's smoke, people were getting discounts. And here's the thing. I don't care. Like, here's the problem. Like,
yeah,
I don't really care. Just run our state better. Be better. Like, Roland, love the fucking guy.
Yeah.
Shady as shit. Get kitchens, get a boat, get a house on a lake. Cool beans, bro. Just make sure I'm not paying $6 at the fucking gas tank. Dude, I paid $6 the other day.
That's reasonable.
I had to spit on both of my hands to fill the tank up.
$6? Where the hell were you?
It's everywhere. $6. I drive a nice car, so I got a premium.
I didn't know they sold premium gas, to be honest.
You know what I hate too is because they have like a 93 and they always have they're supposed to have like a 91 option, but they never do. Gotta go. There's like one gas station that has like the 91.
Also, the Aaron Hernandez, let's get back to him for a minute. I think you've surpassed him.
No.
He's dead.
Yeah, but he's also
a murderer,
which makes him even double cool. Like that,
I don't know how you guys do in Bristol,
but that's how you do. Like, I mean, this guy, like, uber athlete, NFL player, and murderer. Dope.
I don't even need an entire day, Meriden. You know, it doesn't need to be. It could be mid-morning. It could be like a late afternoon thing. Whatever.
Rush hour.
I got
you. I'll petition Meriden for that.
I suggested somebody, just, you know, somebody maybe at a town council meeting be like, I got an idea.
I mean, I go to Meriden a lot because I'm in court there all the time. That downtown is a struggle bus.
I grew up there.
Yeah. I mean,
I rode the struggle bus. Yeah. That YMCA right there. Yeah. I used to go there.
Ooh, I was never a YMCA kid.
Oh, it was the best.
It's creepy, bro. Creepy old dudes there.
I went to a Catholic school right up the road from there.
Yep.
And so all I knew was like 85 white kids.
Yeah.
And so by going to the YMCA and by playing Little League, I got to meet everybody in town.
Yeah, there's something to be said for that.
It was cool. And by the time I got to high school, I knew so many people when I got there. It was like, oh, yeah, I remember you from here and this guy from there. But again, it was just the idea of being able to get out and do things.
Yeah, that's where, I mean, we've talked about this a bunch. Kids don't do that anymore, right? Like, we should just go outside, meet people, hang out in the neighborhood, actually be normal human beings. And now, like, kids just don't leave the house.
I was late to pick up my son yesterday. And my son's got a gang of friends. There's like 6 of these dudes. And mostly they play Roblox. They use this computer to play Roblox, right? So they're home. They're all at home. And they FaceTime and they're playing their games or whatever. A lot of screaming for some reason. So I'm a few minutes late to pick him up yesterday, and I don't see him. So like 10 minutes goes by. And because sometimes I joke that it's like him and the janitor locking up. He'd be like the last kid out of the school building. So then I thought about a day or two before, I was pulling up to the school and I see this little chubster running across the walk to cross the street. And I thought, that looks like a pudgy version of oh no, that is my son. and he was like, I'm going to go play with my buds. And I go, what? No, you're not. And they ran off down the street.
Yeah.
And about 20 minutes later, they emerged, and this little kid, I don't remember his name, Chico, a big ears, cute kid. He said 94 is the house number. So, yeah, right. I'm waiting, and I'm like 94. And so I pulled down that side street, and dude, there's 6 of them. They're just like walking like through the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And there were other parents who were drove down that road to collect the kids, and they were like, "It's Earth Day."
It's what?
It's Earth Day.
What is that?
That was yesterday. Yesterday was Earth Day.
Is that a day?
Yeah, it's the day you're supposed to honor Earth. Maybe you go clean up some garbage or whatever. Recycle.
You know what bothers me? People who litter. Like, I can't fucking stand that.
Yeah.
Like run over a baby. I'm not gonna blink. My sister want to know if I remember the
You used to break into the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, dude, like that was like King Creepy Place, by the way.
No, wait. So you were dissing the YMCA and you were breaking into the Boys and Girls Club? I had a membership.
Yeah, we didn't have those type of privileges.
I know, you just breaking in.
Yeah. We used to go, like, so they had one like on Upson Street, which is a dumpster fire of a fucking street in Bristol. But we all used to just hang out there, like play football, all this shit. And, you know, we're near, like, it's kind of in between like the west end of Bristol and Union Street. And like, it wasn't a good fucking neighborhood. Cousin grew up in a crack house next door to my other cousin who thought he was best friends with Jesus. It was a real fucking weird neighborhood, but we didn't care. Like, as kids, you didn't think about it, right? Like, you didn't hear about all the bad shit going on in the world. You just thought, I'm going to just go hang out. Like, you didn't care who you hung out with. You never felt unsafe, no matter where you were. And now, like, I mean, I talk to kids now, and they're, like, scared to fucking look out a window. It's weird. But, I mean, don't worry about it because the FBI has our back. But yeah, like I think, but I think that's a big part. I remember one time I was talking to my stepson, and he's like, I wish I was, I grew up when you did, when you could just go outside and hang out. And I'm like, you just open the door and go hang out. But to his point is there's no one out there to hang out with, right? There's no more neighborhoods.
There is.
Name one.
My kids play in the neighborhood all the time. There's kids bopping in and out of my house all the time.
It's probably because I don't have
one of those old people. You're like, they should say the Pledge of Allegiance. They do.
Well, no, but if I had kids bopping in and out of my house with not having a kid of my own, that would be creepy. What are you reading, dude?
Can I read this comment
from
Jeff Prescott? He says, wow, I have the strangest boner seeing the two of you in the same screen. You met Jeff at my 50th birthday party.
Yeah, and that'll be the last time I meet him after that comment. Although I can't blame you.
Let's talk about that for a minute. This is episode number 60, by the way. Congratulations.
That's why I dressed up. Thanks, Joe.
Vinnie called earlier, and he said, let's dress as TV detectives. And I was thinking, like undercover detective, and I wore a sweatshirt, and he dressed up as Sonny Crockett from Miami Vice.
I like to go with a more like white Mike Lowry. Yeah, that's right.
That's fair. And then for headgear, he said, pick your favorite sitcom. And I went with WKRP in Cincinnati, and he went Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, good call. That was my favorite show growing up. I got like an hour of TV a week. And so you remember that he had like in the intro when he had the bike cap and it's all fluorescent. I had the exact outfit I would wear like every fucking Monday. That show was on
in
Monday.
My head.
Every Monday that show was on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That was my jam, dude. That was one of the greatest shows of all time.
It really was.
God, I used to love Will Smith, and it became weird.
Did you hear his new album?
I sure did. I mean,
it was all right.
But like, what do you expect from Will Smith at like 52? Like, here's the thing. Here's what I can't stand about like rap fans, right? Like, I love Jay-Z. He's probably like my favorite rapper, and I love the 444 album. And everyone's like, oh, I can't relate to it. Like, what is he supposed to be rapping about at that age? He's clearly not in South Jamaica, Queens, or Brooklyn slanging drugs, right? Like if you're making millions of dollars, you're not doing that unless you're Pooh Shiesty and on an ankle monitor and holding up Gucci Man. Oh, you didn't hear about that? Oh, I forgot you're 104.1, so you want to hear about this. So this is how impressive these young rappers are, by the way. He's on an ankle monitor in a halfway house. He just got out of prison. And he goes to another rapper's studio with guns and shakes down this guy on video while wearing an ankle monitor.
Let me ask you this.
And you wonder why I have a job.
As a lawyer, what's your defense there? Do you go immediately with that? Oh, he was just playing.
It's AI.
It's a joke. Yeah, it's AI.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what you do. Like I had a
He got a secret twin brother he just found out about recently.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I contend.
You just go shaggy on him. Yeah. It wasn't me. But like I was talking to my mom today. Her kid 16 got accused of some shit. And I'm like, all right, well, just don't talk to anybody. Well, we already went and talked to the detective yesterday. Like, ladies and gentlemen, just keep your mouth shut.
Don't talk to the police. Anything you say
will be used against you. Like, you're not outsmarting the police.
The part is them being nice. And it will be used against you. They want you to tell them.
When they bring the pizza and Sprite out and say, hey, have a seat, relax, we're just here to talk, you're fucked. But like, you ever
they're gonna
watch
keep
like
that Sprite can,
Law and Order, or like a Netflix special, like anything. Like the last person I'm talking to, every time I get pulled over, they're like asking me questions and I don't speak English.
You know what I pulled you over for?
That's my response. DUIs for all you fans who like to drink and drive, especially Joe, because he's already admitted to doing it like 4 times on this show. Just hand over your license. Do not breathe. Hold your breath. Just roll down your window a little bit and slide that little sliver of a license out. And you're going to be Gucci. You'll never get a DUI.
And when he says, have you had anything to drink tonight?
Say you're Mormon. That usually shuts them down pretty quick.
Can I talk to you about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
Always keep a Book of Mormon in your passenger seat. You just fucking whip that. You whip that out and you just start spreading the word and you'll get out of it. That's the advice of MPF law.
That's really handy.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. But
the more you know.
The more you know, all the tidbits. You get life lessons. You get to learn how to drink and drive. I got you covered. Whatever you want to do. Just don't talk to the cops ever. I had a kid. I had a pretrial the other day, and I have two different cases. They're both shitty for the state. And this is how I know I probably need a break from practicing law. So I walk in, and this kid looks like he's 7 years old. Right? He comes a little hot out of the box. He's got 2 shitty sale drug cases. He's not going to win. He's like, I got great cases. Here's the offer. And I looked at him. I'm like, did your mom just give birth to you? Because he looked that young. And the judge looked at me like, I think you need a break. I think you need a break. But yeah, so just don't talk to the cops no matter what happens. Don't talk to the cops. And if you do get arrested, don't take any advice from your cellmate. That's always my favorite.
Too, yeah.
That's always my favorite because everyone in jail knows the law better than the lawyers. And they're like, my cellmate told me this, the guy who's in jail with you, because 90% of my clients should get arrested for being stupid. It's not that hard to commit crimes.
90% of the police work is them getting people to admit to things or getting your buddy to rat you out. The other 9% is video, and the other 1% is when they walk in on crime. That's pretty much how it gets solved in America.
Yeah, and that whole like snitching thing, I'll give you a little lesson. So I have a case, drug case. You know, this girl wanted to snitch because she thought she got out of jail. She snitched. She's still in jail while my client's out. You're not getting a break for snitching. I'm not saying to lie to the cops, but, you know, you just may not want to say anything because then she got stabbed.
Don't get stabbed.
Snitches get stitches.
No, that sucks.
That sucks. That was awful. It's bad timing on me. I'm off my game. But anyways, back to some positive stuff. A lot of positive things going on in the world today.
Oh, my goodness. I think the Strait of Hormuz is open.
You know what's awesome about that, too? I've never even heard of that. Like, I never woke up and I was like, man, imagine if the Strait of Hormuz shut down.
Well, that's the thing that made you pay $6 for premium gas.
But you know what's crazy? No one in the world ever thought of it, right? Like, no one ever thought about if this little fucking piece of water shut down, we're fucked. And now everybody knows. So now we're royally fucked.
Yep.
Like, but no one ever woke up. Like, you know, you never took a history class. You know where the most important place in Earth is? The Strait of Hormuz. You're like, what? And now, it's the fucking... If I was Iran, I'd be like, oh, fuck it, you guys, I'm going to get whatever I want.
Is Iran winning?
Yeah. Yeah. People are like, they're losing everything. They didn't have much over there. It's like a handful of people who are loaded. They don't give a fuck about anyone else. We are getting smoked. I had some guy at the gym today was like, oh, it's worth it. You know, we could, you know, take it on the chin. We could do this for everybody. Like, who are we doing it for? Like, it's insane to me. It's absolutely fucking insane. This is what I think people need to do. Because I was watching today and people are like, people need to ask better questions and call Trump out. How about we just don't show up? You have a press conference, there's no one there. Because we're not getting the truth anyway. So why bother? But like, this shit's crazy. Like, it's absolutely insane. And no one's going to win. They got nothing to lose. We got everything to lose.
Did you see there was a report that he wanted to nuke it?
Oh, I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
Like Joint Chiefs of Staff got up and walked out of the meeting and invoked some kind of military order or something. Well, they kept them. We're not doing that.
Well, when they were going to rescue our people, they kept them out of the fucking room, dude. They were going to call Patel, but he was too busy getting bombed. That guy. But here's a perfect legal lesson for everybody, by the way, right? Because he's already fucking destroyed his lawsuit, by the way. So he files his lawsuit. And in his response, he's like, it was a normal glitch in his computer and he couldn't get into it, right? Because they had alleged they thought he got fired. And then he goes in a press conference and he says, no, I didn't have any issues with my computer. Like, what are you doing?
Can you do me one favor?
Live the lie?
As a lawyer, can you explain why him filing a lawsuit is a really bad idea and will probably cost him his job? What happened?
Oh, he's going to end up in prison.
Yeah.
Because now he's subject to all sorts of discovery, which means you're going to sit at a deposition and they get to ask you whatever the fuck you want. You got to answer under oath. And then you're toast. Then you're all done. It's insane. It is the dumbest thing in the fucking
right. And
world.
All your communications are going to have to be turned over.
All of it. They're already getting into his fucking all the shit he submitted to get his stupid position. What do you think is going to happen with that? And then before that even happens, you're going to get fired. You fired. It's literally the Trump show. It's like watching a sitcom. He's firing everybody. Like, everybody gets fired. So, I don't know. This show tends to be more political than I like, but it's insane.
Yeah. Nicole, this sounds like something your mom would say. If you never lie, you never have to remember the truth.
No, I don't like that one either.
Quite,
yeah.
You're not quite nailing that line. I know what you're saying.
I know what you're trying to say. I'm more of, if you're going to lie, live the lie. That's the key to being a good liar, because if you could live your lie, it eventually becomes your truth. And then you're unstoppable.
Well, I mean, the emperor has no clothes. You could lie all you want about something. There's always going to be that one person that's like, this guy's full of shit.
Yeah, but that doesn't work anymore. Like, here's the thing, right? So
no, it doesn't work anymore. It's why everybody just steamrolls everybody, and it's like, you can't make me do it. Yeah, I mean, what?
Yeah, but you know why? Is because it people are so defined by their beliefs, right? And a lot of your beliefs just come from your background, like your parents, family, like the way you grew up, right? So when people don't understand, when you're having an argument with somebody and you're hitting them with facts, they're never going to acknowledge your facts, because if they acknowledge it, they're going to say, like, their whole being, their whole way they identify themselves is gone, right? So they know you're spitting the facts, but they spent 40 years on this earth being this person. So they're never going to say, well, I've been fucked up for 40 years, because they're so entrenched in it.
Nicole said, I would always fail. I giggle when I lie. I literally can't do it. Oh my God, Nicole. Also, there's a Mark Twain quote about lying and not having to remember the truth. Look that up and post it, because if I do, he's going to get pissed. He's going to think I'm not paying attention to the show. But to her point, when I lie, I cannot keep a straight face. When I would play hide and go seek as a kid, if I was hiding under that table and you did not see me, I would just crack up laughing like an idiot.
Yeah, I think
there was just something about being deceptive that like sets me off, and I like.
No, my wife, like, I don't lie. I could stretch the truth. I play in a lot of gray areas in my job. So I have to tell stories and whatnot, but I think that's the one thing that bothers my wife, is she knows I could just, like, nothing changes with me, no matter how I'm spinning the story. It's weird, but I think I have to do it as a living, but I don't have a tell.
Do you lie to your wife?
No.
Are you lying now?
No.
You've never told her a lie?
Never.
If I asked her if you've ever lied to her, what would she say?
She'd say no. Or she'd probably say, I wouldn't know if he was lying.
That was really good, by the way. No.
No, but like, I mean, for anyone to say they've never lied is just, that's a lie in itself.
Yeah, I told a lie to my wife the other day, and she doesn't know the truth. And you know what? You know what worries me when I lie to my wife, or to anybody for that matter, is I feel like, am I gonna feel guilt? And then in like a month, I'm gonna be like, hey, I gotta.
No, you can't. See that.
No,
you gotta live it.
I lied to her the other day, and I feel great about it.
But here's the thing: there's acceptable lies, right? Like sometimes you just want to get out of a conversation, or like whatever. It's like a white lie. I don't know why they call it a white lie, but it's not a real lie. It's just like, fuck it, I'm just getting out of this situation. And then there's just fucking lies that are
black lies.
Yes. Whoa,
black lives matter.
Whoa, watch that T-shirt. Jesus Christ, that's going down a path I am not partaking in. No, but now that I think about it, it's kind of weird, right?
It is.
But yeah, I mean, I had a client the other day, so we're sitting in a deposition, and my client's a nice lady, just completely like unhinged, and I'm just watching this fucking Hiroshima moment just happen in my office, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing I could do about it. And I was supposed to depose her husband, but I ran out of time, and then she got mad because I'm joking around with everyone. And the guy's a wet rag. Like, you're not going to rattle the guy because he just doesn't care about anything in life. He's just a doofus. And so she's like, and I'm like, listen, like, you can't go to trial because this is the way you act. And he's like, well, look at how he is. I'm like, he is who he is. Like, no matter what I do, he's not going to get rattled, but he's just his person. But you can only control what you're doing, right? Like, and if you're a person, you know you can be bad in certain situations. Just don't put yourself in that situation. So if you're a bad liar, just don't lie at all.
My ex-wife was, in her defense, a sociopath. She lied to everybody and their brother. And I got to tell you, I mean, I can't even. There were so many times I heard her on the phone telling somebody a lie, and it was a different version of the lie she told them the last time, and people would call her out on it. And then, you know, she would with the double down, like, that's not what I told you. And I'm sitting there like, yes, you did.
Well, that's the problem with Trump, right? Like, if you're gonna fucking go out and lie,
yeah,
fucking write it down, look at it before you go back out there, right? But like, so say if your wife came out and she had some outfit on, right, and it just wasn't flattering, what's your move? She asks you, hey, how does she look? What are you gonna tell her?
I dodged the question,
which is a lie.
No, it's not.
It's an absolute lie, because just tell the truth.
How is that a lie?
Because you know the truth is not going to make her feel good.
Ask me how your outfit looks.
How does my outfit look?
Fly.
But that's the truth.
What does fly even fucking mean? Nobody.
Everyone thinks fly. No one's ever said, yo, you look fly, and it meant something stupid. Unless they're mocking me and I turn around and they start laughing behind my back. But then I won't care because I won't see it because it's behind my back.
Sometimes my wife will ask me a question and the answer I give is accurate.
Like percentage-wise, like 50-50, 60-40?
I mean, it's like that's I'm answering the question I was asked, and maybe your question was wrongly phrased.
Yeah.
And that's on you.
That, you know what? Spoken like a true lawyer.
Yeah.
Ask the question you want the answer to.
Yes.
So say, you know, your wife comes out and she's like, hey, does this dress make me look fat? And the dress is just not flattering on your wife.
I would say something to the effect of, I actually think you've been looking a little slimmer these days. And that would be the truth, just not in that outfit. And I'm not going to mention that part. Why
you just blame the outfit, Joe.
Well, she can make that assumption.
It's the cut of the dress, hon. It's the cut of the dress. that designer should be shot. But my favorite thing to do,
that's a good answer right there. The designer should be shot.
I remember my favorite job I ever had. I was working at Lake Compounds, and I got to guess the weight of people. Guess the weight, and
people like that.
Oh, and I wasn't that guy. You come out and you're a 400-pound whopper, and I'm gonna be 180 pounds. Hell the fuck no! I am over guessing that weight by far, because it was just destroying lives. But I'm sure wives, everyone blames the husband for lying to their wife or just not saying what they want, telling the truth. You want to make your wife happy, but wives do the same thing, right? I lost a bunch of weight, and and I have all these social media posts that my company did, and I was 35 pounds heavier, and I was just irate that no one told me. I was like, hey, Vin, you're a little sloppy, right? And now they want me to repost these videos, and I'm not reposting them because I'm fucking sloppy. But then you go home and be like, hey, could you just give me a heads up when I'm leaking fucking milk out my teeth like a fucking milk cow? But I love you just the way you are. Bullshit. My ex-wife, she would be like, dude, you're getting fat. I will give her that. She was brutally honest about my fluctuation in weight.
So let me ask you this. Do you think lies are good? The white ones? Or do white lies not matter?
I gotta say that's on a situation by situation basis. You got to give me an example. I gave you a couple. You got to give me one. Give me one.
Wait, hang on 1 second.
Anyone in the crowd got one for me?
I have witnessed Vincent at the weight booth. Imagine in today's culture ever having the game at an amusement park. Today it would be guess my pronoun.
That is rough. That is rough.
Yes. Oh, I love it.
I did make someone's day the other day, though. So I was at a gas station. Clearly, she was a transgender, and she had Alice as her name on the tag. And she still had almost fur on her face like you, but clearly making an effort. And I was like, you know what, Alice? Have a good day. She's like, thank you. But listen, once again, I just had this argument with my client the other day. So her big thing is, I get this a lot in my practice. We're going through divorce. She got 2 little kids, finds out dad's into gay porn, probably ordered 30 dildos on Amazon, whatever he's fucking doing. But then it's well, he's morally corrupt, and because he's gay.
What's he doing with those?
Yeah, right? I wonder. But then she's like, well, morally it's disgusting. My kids are going to be gay because he's gay. He's probably looking at child porn because he's gay. All this moral shit. And I'm like, well, 1, I'm not ever going to make these arguments in court. Just letting you know. And 2, whatever your moral compass is fucked up, right? And 3, in court, you could call me Jesus. I'm the Jesus of court, because it's not, courts don't care about morals. It's not.
You mean like a doctor?
That shit's wild, by the way. I don't know what photo was worse, right? Him pretending to be Jesus, or Jesus giving him a hand job while whispering in his ear.
Oh my God.
Right? And the best part about the whole story about the AI Jesus is his team says, go to the news and tell them it was doctored.
Yes, the photo was
doctored. And he went and said he was a doctor in the photo.
I thought it made me look like a doctor. It's oh my God.
I promise you, if I ever go to a doctor's office and my doctor walks in looking like that, I am walking out.
It's funny because the red Jesus robe, I would have been like, no, that's a sweater that it's not tied in the front yet.
Yeah, he just got back from racquetball.
Yeah. We were just playing some racquetball.
Yeah, it was a little chilly out. I was in my nightgown, and this guy was laying outside.
As soon as I finish healing this guy here, I'm going to put this sweater on, and we're going to go sit outside and have a Merlot.
But what I don't understand, all this shit happens at like 12, 1 o'clock. Like this, like what? This guy is up all night.
Sleep. Get all some night. Sleep. It does you good, man.
That's why, like, I think after like 70, you shouldn't have a cell phone. They just like
it'll consume you.
But it's at least we know he's keeping up with the technology. I give him that.
You know what? For an old guy, he is pretty good with the with the tweeting. So what are you gonna do?
I mean, he does tweet on his own Twitter account that he started.
Have you seen some of the things where he called them crazy bastards, like, and then was like Allah Akbar or something?
Yo, dude, it's wild.
It's funny because like I'll be scrolling and I'll see that, and if you click in the comments, right, somebody would be like, Grok, is this real? And Grok's like, yeah, it fucking is.
Yeah, I said it. I'm gonna say it again.
That's really what he wrote on social media.
It's
you can't tell anymore.
It's like someone's really racist grandfather. It's insane to me. Like it's but now it's just normal. It's completely like normalized.
I hate to say this, but as a free speech advocate, being a racist is not illegal.
I come across this a lot in my practice, right? I had a case where this guy was whipping some slurs around about gays and shit like that, right? And he just gets arrested. And I told the state, I'm like, listen, like, I'm not condoning it, but it's not illegal, right? But people also forget, well, it's not illegal. I can say whatever I want. But yeah, but there's going to be real life consequences, right? Like, go ahead, say whatever you want. But if you get popped in the head, you got to come in.
I'll tell you right now, I'm a firm believer in that I think your mouth, if you can't cash, what's the cash checks? Nicole, look that one up too. Something about cashing checks with your ass and your mouth.
Your mouth is,
yeah, you know what I mean?
Your mouth is saying the shit you cash can't checks or checks you can't cash.
If you use a slur of any sort and the person punches you in your face and knocks 6 of your teeth out,
hey, that's
it.
On you.
Don't call the cops. Just go pay for that shit out of pocket. Don't even put in an insurance claim.
Yeah, man.
That's the consequence. Like you can do it. You just don't get to reap any of the benefits that go with being a decent human being. I think that's reasonable.
Like 100%. Like, and two, like, racist people are probably the most ignorant people you know, right? Like, you're using these words because you have zero vocabulary and zero education, and you're just an idiot. But I agree. Like, you pop off, you use a slur against a Hispanic, a Chinese person, a black person, a gay, like whoever, like there's going to be consequences for your actions. You can't go wrong. Well, I'm going to say whatever I want. You can, but there's going to be a reaction to it.
It would suck if you called a gay person like something and they beat your ass.
Oh,
that would be, I would think,
dude,
for someone who's homophobic, that's probably your worst fear.
I've seen it happen a bunch of times.
To the wrong gay and he beats the living shit out of you.
Oh, dude, I've seen it happen, and it's like the best thing, like ever. Like ever. I saw one guy, and this gay guy was like a big fucking dude, like, and you know, I was at the bar, and clearly this other guy's drunk and just calling him all sorts of crazy shit. And I'm trying to tell this guy, like, you might have one too many, but this is the wrong one. This guy got fucking curbs on, but the best part was he got like slapped unconscious, like. And it was just, I just wanted to go find that guy the next day and just be like, how do you feel today? Right? Do you still think the same way about it?
Yeah.
Like, or did that change your mind? Right? Like, I mean, it's got to change your perspective of things, right? Like, because you think like, you know, gay men can't be masculine and, you know, all of this stuff. Then you get your ass kicked. Do you wake up the next day and be like, hey, you know what? Maybe I was wrong.
Can I tell you a funny story?
No.
Old school. This is like early 2000s before you could say things about people. Thank you, Nicole. Don't write a check with your mouth that your body or ass can't cash. That was
there. It is.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. In the year 2000, I moved to Portland, Maine, right? And I was in a room with 3 different radio DJs, and they all just seem like straight white guys from Maine. Everybody looks kind of the same up there. It's weird. Everyone's got like light brown hair.
Yep. They're all related.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Anyway, Carson Daly came up on the TV screen, and I went, what a fag. Because that's how I talked at the time. Like that was and you weren't. I knew he wasn't gay, and I understand now why that's insensitive to say. But at the time, that's just how we spoke.
Nope.
Anyway, I said that, and the whole room went dead silent.
Yeah, that's an awkward moment.
And I thought, oh
no,
I believe there's a gay man in the room. And I looked around, and there was this tall fella. Not very good looking and not much of a dresser. And I was like, no, he's out. Next, there was a guy in a Chicago Bulls starter jacket. I immediately eliminated him from contention. And I looked over at the guy who actually had nice hair, and you could tell trimmed his eyebrows.
Did you apologize to him?
I didn't, but I thought he's the gay one. The next night, it's just me and the guy who had the Chicago Bulls starter jacket on. And he comes in and he says, hey, I don't want this to be awkward, but last night, and I went, oh my God, yeah, the thing with Carson Daly. And he said, yes. And I said, I am so sorry. The Chicago Bulls starter jacket threw me off. My apologies. And then I explained that, when I say like that's gay, I don't mean like homosexual. I don't mean it. And again, I understand and I don't say those things anymore except for now, which is also probably bad, but this is a throwback. So it's acceptable. Plus, I have gay friends. So
dude, that is the worst.
So it's fine.
That is the worst. I hate when people are like, especially white people, right? They're like, I'm not racist. I have black friends.
Am I white, though? That's the question.
Oh,
that's a question no one has the answer to. I'm Portuguese and Italian, which is technically African and Hispanic. Where's the white?
Rewind.
I'm a fringe white person at best.
Where's the African?
My family's from Sicily.
Oh, you're one of those. Yes. I love Sicilian people when they say that, by the way.
I don't know if you know this. When Sicilians first came to this country, they were not considered white.
No.
SNL made a joke about it 2 years ago.
No. This is one, you called yourself Italian when you're not Italian. You're Sicilian.
Correct. And don't forget, Sicily
is Mediterranean.
But who controlled it? At the time it was controlled by Carthage, which was the north of Africa, which is now where Libya is.
No, typical Sicilians. They're like, oh, those are our brothers.
A world history lesson, and your response to that was nah.
No, because that's what every Sicilian guy says.
Because it was inhabited by Africans. Just because they're from the north of Africa doesn't make us. It's like saying Elon Musk is not an African American. Because he is.
So wild, man. It's so wild, and it's so appropriate.
This is the world we live in. Here's the other thing. Getting back to racial slurs and homophobia.
Yeah, let's get back to the topic at hand.
My wife is a lawyer, and my wife does and handles insurance claims with employment law cases. And to your point and what you were just saying a couple of minutes ago, it's 2026. Everyone's on social media, and if you're not, you watch the news, right?
Yeah.
we've all seen the shit from the last like 10 years on the news, right? Like every time a cop shoots a black guy in the back, I can think to myself, do you watch any fucking TV? Don't do that. That's the baddest one that you can do right now. Make sure he's got a gun before you shoot him, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my wife shares, some of the details of her cases sometimes. And I think to myself, really, in 2026, the things that people still say to other people at work
is insane.
And in most of the cases, too, it's not like somebody was,
no.
Maybe I was joking, Vin, and I said something. You were like, well, that was kind of fucked up. And you went to HR and you're like, I don't know. That rubbed me the wrong way. It's like these people. There was one where a guy, like, literally, he was the boss, CEO of a major institution. And all the support ladies that worked there, he put a gun to their head and made them snort cocaine.
Yeah.
How could in 2026, how could you even mistakenly think that would be okay?
Dude,
I don't understand that.
I had 2 cases. So I had one, this young black girl worked at Abercrombie. They told her to go home and straighten her hair to look more white. So we got paid pretty well on that one.
Let me ask you a question. The manager.
Yes.
The manager that sent her home was a
white person.
White man or white woman?
White woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White women are the stupidest people on earth generally. And here's why. Because you're white, so you're like major majority and privileged, but then you're a woman, which technically is also the majority. But you pretend, I guess it may be from a power situation that men are the patriarchy. I get all that. But trying to talk to other minorities when you guys do that, it's literally worse than I have a black friend. It comes across. I hate to say this because I'm an ally. It's very patronizing. And I've talked to black people who feel like white liberal women are evil. And and we saw it a couple of years ago. I think there was really during COVID, right? Where a lot of white women in interactions with black dudes would like weaponize that. Like, I'm going to call the cops. And it's like, bitch, you were in the wrong. And it's all on video. You're going to call the cops. Why? So maybe he gets shot in the back.
But then you get the other thing. So I don't know. It had to be a couple years ago, maybe like 3 or 4. My wife's in education and I go in her office and she has this book. And what they're trying to do is they were telling other teachers, don't see color. Like, don't acknowledge the difference, which is just insane. We have a special guest.
You're going to have to wait because I'm doing a live show. Remember, we talked about that. Just play that game.
All but right. I'm like, what? And it's like a whole book, like a whole course on don't acknowledge the person's ethnicity because we don't see color anymore, which is 100 times worse than acknowledging it.
Yeah.
Like for people, when people are like, I don't see color. What? Like, and it's not like the color of the skin. You're not acknowledging the whole history behind it. Like when people are like, just move on. You weren't involved. Like, no, like that's not how this works.
Have you been in a situation?
And it's always a white person who says it, by the way. No one of any other ethnicity ever says, I don't see color. Nobody but the white folks. And I know we sound like we're white bashing right now, but it really infuriates me.
This is useful. People should write some of this down. Have you been in a situation at all recently? This is a newer phenomenon where, I don't know, let's say the Saquon Barkley, right? And I'm like, Saquon, and you're like, who? And I go, yeah, the black guy over there. And people are like, oh, I can't believe you said that. And it's like, are you out of your fucking mind? It's easy to differentiate people, right? Again, it's not like I'm like that dirty black guy over there.
Yeah, I mean,
piece of shit. That would be a bad thing to say. But bringing up race or acknowledging somebody's race or ethnicity or religion, again, the idea that that's inherently bad
is crazy to me.
It's too PC.
But and it's also too, you're by not acknowledging someone's ethnicity, you're not acknowledging the background and the history behind it, right? So, and I think it might be awkward coming from, well, I'm Italian, French, and Irish. So I guess I'm white, and whatever you call yourself, we're taking the picket fence, but it really does bother me for some reason. Like it really does. It does. But then they going back to your like, white women, right? They're always out there protesting, right?
Yes.
Like they are the first ones out on that fucking parade line, which is just hilarious to me.
It is.
It's like stay-at-home moms just get together and we're gonna do our part. P.S. It's not helping anything. Like if you want to help, actually go help. I hate protesters. I think it's crazy.
It is.
But the French, I think it was the French, or it may have been the Germans, have the best protesters. They have like the topless ones. Ever see that on social media?
I have.
Yeah, like you want to start doing that shit.
Yeah, I will listen and I'll do what you're asking. By the way, your sister posted something, and I didn't post it initially. We were talking about trans people, and she posted this, and but maybe the timeline got messed up because I took this the wrong way. Let me read it to everybody. Di, you're gonna love this. My husband isn't watching tonight, so I feel like I could say this. My husband likes to dress up and will ask, "Do I look gay?" I always say, "Yeah, a little," and he says, "Good, I'm stylish." Now,
spot on.
Slow down.
Spot on.
And I'm sorry, I forget his name.
Ziggy.
I've seen Ziggy, and he is a fantastic dresser.
He is
a very handsome fella. Now, Di, when you first posted that, in my mind, my husband likes to dress up and will ask, "Do I look gay?" In my mind, I thought he's wearing Di's clothes. Do I look gay? And you say, "Yeah, a little." See how that's totally different? Then I thought on it when I went to post it, and I was like, oh, you know what? She means because he is so well-dressed.
Yeah.
And done up. Yeah, I am. That's hilarious. Listen, and then wait, hold on. Her next comment was, there is a reason why I refer to racists as ignorant.
Yeah, but like.
I like that.
Like my thing is like, if some guy came up to me, right, and he was gay and he like hit on me, I'm not going to be offended by it. Right? I'm actually looking forward to that day because that means I'm fucking real good looking. Right? Like, feel free to come hit on me, dudes. Buy me a drink.
Oh, I mean, listen, the idea of a gay person hitting on you to me is like a woman hitting on me. It's welcomed.
Yeah.
It's a compliment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, no, I could understand why you'd be curious.
Obviously.
I get it.
I'm so good looking. Everyone wants a piece of me.
It's true. I think that is one of the finer compliments and I'll tell you, generally speaking, I think when dudes overreact to guys hitting on them,
it's their insecurity.
It's because something's striking a nerve.
Yeah.
And it is, and I'm not saying that necessarily means you're gay, but maybe you're not sure. And that rattles your shit like something fierce, and it shouldn't, because last time I checked, there's no way to just flip somebody.
No. Right. But I think also too, it's even in everyday conversations, right? You're having a conversation and someone gets mad out of the blue, like you hit a nerve. right? And it's not that because they disagree with you, it's because it triggers something with them.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I try to remind myself, hey, they're not attacking me. It hit something that maybe I didn't know, or I'm just not acknowledging, or they're fucking right. I don't, but that's a whole part of communication, right? Like, you got to have those tough conversations and realize if that person's snapping back, it's not necessarily what you said. You just don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But absolutely, you're just an insecure individual. It's like, even when if I go out with my wife and I see some guy looks at my wife, right? Like, cool. Like, I'm not going to get all flustered because then you're not secure in your partnership, your marriage, your dating life, whatever, right? Like, get 2 drinks, right? Like, because I like that, right? Because I am secure in who I am as a person. So, like, when people attack me personally and they'll say whatever, or, what are you wearing, or why do you act that way? It doesn't bother me because I'm good. Like I'm just happy with me. So if you're just secure in who you are as a person, you're never gonna react that way.
I think that's definitely
yeah.
I think that you nailed it. That's so true. It is. It's about, again, I was having a conversation with a buddy of mine who is very conservative about trans people. And I said to him, and I made this joke about 4 times this week, but and again, we talked about this on the show. The level of confidence that I approach every day with is unreasonable. And again, for no good reason, honestly. I mean, right? There's no like, if you or me, you wouldn't be confident. You wouldn't be. But I am.
Wow.
And I pull it off for some reason.
Self-deprecating.
A little bit. But, again, it's like it's how I empathize with, initially with gay people, obviously as a younger man, when it wasn't like an okay thing to be gay, right? And people didn't want to come out because of how society dealt with it. And now, again, to be in the position of knowing trans people who feel discriminated against. And I think to myself, again, as a guy I've never thought twice about whether I was heterosexual or not. That has always been a given. I don't know why. It's always like the ladies. I've always been super confident in myself and who I am. And the idea of being uncomfortable in your own skin, I don't even understand that for like...
Yeah, that's a nightmare.
I don't even understand that for like a fleeting moment before. Like, I don't know what that feels like. And I think to myself, and I always thought this growing up, and again, having gay friends and thinking to like feel like you don't, like
you can't be you
wrong with you. Yeah. You're trying to figure that out. And I always kind of empathize with like, oh, that sucks. Like I don't know what that's like. And I can't, I'm like, that's gotta be such a terrible feeling. And again, I was recently had lunch with a trans friend of mine. And we were talking, and again, that idea, I mean, she told me she's 54. She was 12 when she figured out, I think I'm supposed to be a guy. And then went 40 years being and it just wasn't working out. And again, to me, it's like, I don't understand it. I don't know what the mental, whatever the case may be. I just know that, again, being confident and comfortable with yourself. Funny, Nicole wrote, some call that cocky. That's very over the top too. I'm mostly acting here, which again, I think is part of
lying,
the bullshit that I'm able to project, which is just really just a mask of my own insecurities that I'm able to deflect off by putting off this extremely cocky, confident, arrogant
and he
guy.
is lying to us because he just giggled. But here's my thing too, and this is what I don't understand, right? And I had to have this conversation with the same client the other day. Is you cannot agree with someone's doing, right? You don't got to be cool with it, but you don't got to be an asshole to that person, right? Because the way I explained it is, it has no bearing on my life. It doesn't affect me, right? If I acted negatively to someone else because they were Black, Hispanic, transgender, or gay, that's affecting them a lot more, right? Like they're already having a tough enough time trying to figure out who they are as people, because they're not. I get up every day and I'm just me. Like, I don't even put any thought into it. But imagine if you had to wake up and put 90% of your mental capacity into, are people going to accept me? What am I going to have to deal with today? Right? And people are going out of their way to make people feel that way. You don't have to agree with what everyone's doing, but keep your comments to yourself. And frankly, if it's not affecting you, what do you care? At the end of the day, I don't care if you want to identify as a zebra. It's not affecting my life.
If you care enough to get involved or to verbalize your thoughts or feelings, right? There's probably something with you that
you're just not comfortable with.
Yeah, something's going on there.
Yeah, and it's just like that guy at the gym. Like, I love banging bitches, and he keeps saying it. Like, okay, bro.
Nobody
we got one of those. Like, literally, it's like clockwork every morning. It's like, yo, you know how many times I had sex last night? And I'm like, we get it, bro. You have a girlfriend, right? Like, it's that guy. We all get it. Like, we
that
see
guy's got a micro penis and they haven't fucked in like a year.
Imagine being that guy, dude.
No, again, it's funny. I mean, when the Me Too thing happened, I looked at my wife and I go, just so you know, I go, you'll never hear anything about me. I've always been really into consent. I don't know. There's just always something about sex and the person being into it and conscious that I've always enjoyed. I can't imagine. Well, I don't understand that. I really don't get that either.
Well, I mean, I was conscious. Like, I need you breathing. I mean, I'm not gonna say like a fucking thoroughbred and everyone's really into it every time. I'm sure once and twice in my life, I mean, they were consenting, but they might have not been into it.
I'm not saying I mean,
I didn't know you're such a swordsmith. Like, the fact that you're like, well, they're into it is crazy.
No, I just mean like gosh, again, I don't mean to be graphic. Like, the last time I was with my first wife, I felt like, no, never again. You know what I mean? If you're not into it, I don't want to do that. That doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. And
like, just being the creepy Harvey Weinstein, like, get over here.
Yes. Dude, imagine walking over and start rubbing someone's shoulders. Oh, motherfucker. What are you, out of your mind? I'm a hugger.
Yeah.
You got to initiate. You got to like move into the hug zone, or I will fucking, no way, dude. I'm not touching anybody who's not looking to be touched. And you know what I mean? I just assumed that we were all on the same page with that. And I see what's going on in the world, and I'm like, what is fucking wrong with people, man?
That's why, like, I mean, not to get on Diddy's side here, right? I don't want to be on like the Diddy parade.
I don't want to defend P. Diddy and all the shit that he did, but wait.
I mean, listen, people were getting paid. They were signing up. You want to lick nut off of people and your girl's gangbanging everyone while you're watching, but they all like consented.
Rather not lick nut. Can I get a jet ski and not?
Yeah,
lick
but you
nut
have that option.
Question.
Yeah, but you have that. They have the option. They have the option.
I've seen other nut lickers. They get jet skis. So,
but they have the option to ask for the jet ski.
I understand that.
That's what I'm saying. It's
You're
not,
like, yo, can I get a jet ski? And he's like, one nut.
Hey, maybe you wanted that jet ski. But yes, I don't understand like the creepy factor. It's just it's and I can tell you because I represent like a lot of creepers. You know what the other thing is I never understood too is like the voyeurism shit. Right? So I had a guy worked out with this dude forever at the gym. It was me, my buddy Rob, and this other dude. I'm not gonna mention his name. Seemed like a cool dude, worked out like every day together, shoot the shit, whatever. Get a call one day, yo, Vinnie got arrested. I'm like, why? He's like, well, yo, my stepdaughter, I knew she was sexting. So I wanted to prove that she wasn't sexting because the mom didn't believe me, so I set up a camera in the shower. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I set up the camera in the shower.
So you could see her text.
Yeah. And the best part is about all these creepers is they always like start the video while they're setting up the camera. So like you see them.
Here's me wiring that shit.
But like
adjusting the camera to like titty level.
But then like the point is like you don't know because you're just talking to these people, and then you pull up his past. You're like, oh. Then he's like, yo, well, when I go to jail, you got me when we get out. We're gonna be friends. And I'm like, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be right there. No.
I don't understand people that are creepers. I just don't. I really don't. Or why anybody would want. I don't know.
No,
I'm not trying to be all high and mighty. I just
the thought, you could be high and mighty on that. That's the one thing you get up on that fucking mountain and be like, the one thing I never did was be creepy. Like not like, hey, I'm gonna sneak a peek like at a girl walking by, creepy, like legit, like creepy, right? Like. I deal with people who look at child porn. Like, I represent those people. I'll never understand it. Ever. But there are fucking weirdos out there. But, like, once again, it's just crazy to me. I mean, that goes back to the whole Epstein thing, right? Like, you think these people are fucking normal, but they're all out there. And the more money you have, the less you're going to hear about it. And that's just the way the cookie's going to crumble. And if you're rich enough, and they come looking for you, you just go to the Strait of Hormuz and start blowing shit up. And then people forget about it. That's the key. That's what I got to start telling my clients. Start a war. They'll forget about your child porn problems.
Go to the Strait of Hormuz. Nobody will think to look for you there.
Man, this was a fun show.
Man, it flew by too. Holy Christmas. Wow.
We didn't even read any of our cards. We'll have to save it for our next episode in our new podcast studio.
Yeah, it is going down next week. We're going to get it all set up this weekend on Saturday.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Be there or be square. And so that's very exciting. You look fantastic. Congratulations on being 60 episodes in, I mean.
Can't wait till we get to 69. That's going to be a big celebration. Huge 69 celebration.
You know what a 68 is?
No.
That's where you blow me and I owe you one. Have you ever heard that before?
No, but 68. That's awesome.
I think that's hilarious.
I remember when I first met my stepson, and he's 12, and we're just screaming 69 everywhere. So everywhere in the house, like all the thermostats were at 69, volume at TV 69, and I still think it's funny. I don't care. Anytime I hear 69 being said, I giggle to myself because it's funny.
You just can't help but giggle.
Nope.
ChangeYourPlanCT.com is the website. It's Vinnie and Joe.
Mike and Lowry.
Thank you all for commenting. We'll catch you next week.
It's been real.
It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun.